So before going to the coding part, I just want to show you the output of our to-do list app so that when you see the output, you will get that understanding. So hi, hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in this video, we are going to learn a mini project using Python programming language. So guys, before going to learn about these mini projects, I just want to discuss about, why we need to learn these mini projects. Is there any use of learning these mini projects? Definitely, there are some uses of learning these mini projects. The number one is you get the practical learning. With this practical learning, you will get familiar with all of the concepts within the programming language, from creating variable, data types, if conditionals, loops, functions. So these all concepts you will be getting familiar with. So when you familiar with these concepts, you can use these concepts in the major project. So in the major project, you will have 500 to 600 lines of code. So these concepts can be definitely useful in a major project. At that time you will not face that much difficulty. So, and the second point is it boosts up your confidence. For most of the engineering students, they don't have confidence to program. So if they practice these mini projects every day, so they get that confidence that they can do it, and they it even also builds the curiosity to program and experiment. So it boosts up your confidence. And the third thing is revision. See, in most of the engineering colleges, for one semester they have Python, and for another semester they have Java programming language, and for other semester they have R programming language or something. So if the person or the student like want to revise the Python again, he just want to go through all the concepts that he written in the notebook. So instead of that, if he watch a mini project video or if he practice a mini project, he will be automatically getting familiar with all those concepts what he have learned. So this mini projects helps a person or a student to learn these projects, to to revise the concepts frequently. So if you want to revise, if you are a basic or intermediate person, you want to revise the concepts, you can just watch a mini project video, or you can practice it so that all the concepts will be getting revised automatically. So it is helpful for you, right? Main motto of making these videos of mine is, you will get that revision about the concept. If you forget Python, or if you are new to Python, if you practice this mini project, you will get that revision, or you will get that learning experience, so that it will be definitely useful for you. So without wasting much time, let's get into the video. So before going to the coding part, I just want to show you the output of our to-do list app, so that when you see the output, you will get that understanding, so that you can write the program easily. So without seeing the output, if you directly go on to the code, it will be like messy and it will be getting confused. So let us first see the output of the program. So as soon as the code is run, first it will display a message, welcome to-do list app, and then it will show you how many tasks you want to add. If the user told 3 tasks, it will repeat the loop for 3 times, and the user can add his tasks, and then it will show all the tasks that is added, and then it will print a message, this one. So 1 for adding task, 2 for update task, 3 to delete a task, and 4 to view all tasks, and 5 to stop the app. So this is the output of the code. Hope you got some clarity, so that now we can move to the programming part. So guys, now we have seen the output, right? Now I think you got some clarity like how to program. So first let us try to create a simple function. Let us try to create a simple function called task. So now let us try to give the indentation. Now as you saw on the output, so on the output the first statement is welcome to the to-do list app, right? So let us try to print the statement. So what is the statement? Welcome to to-do list app. So this is the print statement, right? Now, now the next step what we are going to do is let us try to create a list, so that every task what we are going to create will be adding to that particular list. So to create list in Python programming language, let's create a variable, and let's assign this square brackets like this. Now we have created the list. Now let us ask the user how many tasks you want to add. So for that, let me create a variable total tasks. Total task is equals to, let us try to convert into int. So you know about the typecasting, right? So we need to convert into int. So now enter how many tasks you want. Enter how many tasks you want to add. Okay, perfect. Now if the user enter 3, it will repeat 3 times. Enter task number 1, task number 2, task number 3. So the same statement will be repeated 3 times. So if the same task repeated 3 times means like what we need to use? We need to use a loop, right? So for that, let us use for loop. So for I in range, for I in range 1 comma, let us give total tasks plus 1. Now, why I'm giving this total task plus 1 here? Because in the Python programming language, the last one will be not included. So to include that last one also, I'm using this plus 1. Okay, fine. Now, let us ask the user, what task you want to enter. So for that, I will give input, enter, task, number. So we give a number, right? Now let us use this I. So it will be repeated. For example, if he entered 2, it will repeated 1, 2, enter task number 3, like that. Now let us try to give string literal format string. Okay, fine. Now, whatever the task that is entered by the user must be added to the main list, what we have created in the line number 3. So to add to main list, what we need to do is we need to use append function in Python programming language. So to use append function, like we can use like this tasks dot append tasks. Okay, sorry, task name, right? So yeah, we have added this task name, right? Perfect. So whatever the user adds, this will be added to the main list. That's perfect. Okay. Now let us try to print the messages what we have actually the list what we have created. Let's try to print. Today tasks are the today tasks are like tasks, right? Okay, let us try to give the format a string literal here. Okay, yes. F. Okay, perfect. Now let us try to run the code once. Let's test run it whether it's working or not. So before make sure before going to run the output, please make sure that you need to call the function. So without calling function, you cannot actually access the function, right? So yeah. So let me try to run it. Okay, it is telling welcome to to-do list app. Now it is asking how many tasks you want to add. I want to add 3 tasks. The task number 1 is meditate. And the task number 1 is read a book. I want to read a book. And next I want to do, gym. Okay. Now it is displaying all the tasks for today. This is the output until now. So now let us try to go to another part of program. So now we will give the option to user like enter 1 to add a task, enter 2 to update a task, so etc. We are going to give options to the user only. So now let us try to create a while loop. So if this is all true, let us try to create a variable. So in this variable we will ask the user itself. So int input enter. So let us try to give, I want to use multi-line comments. Okay. Now we are actually giving options to user. Enter 1 to add a task. Now enter 2 to update a task. Enter 3 to delete a task. Now enter 4. So we can enter 4 for, to view all the tasks. Okay, fine. Now enter 4, enter 5 to close the application. Okay, now these are the inputs that we are actually trying to give to the user, right? Okay, fine. Okay, now if the, for example, now the user entered if the operation is if operation is equals to 1. For example, if the operation is equals to 1, what we will do? So here we need to ask the user what value you want to update. So let us try to give input like what value you want to update. Okay, fine. This is perfect, right? Now, see, as soon as the user updated this task, so entered this task. Now we want to add this to the main list. So to add into the main list, again we will use the append function what we have used the above. So for that I will use tasks dot append method, and in this append method I will pass add. Okay. Now I will just print a message on the console where your, so what is that? Add has been successfully added to the list. Fine. Now this is the case if we enter 1. For example, in case if we enter 2, else operation is equals to 2. Now what happens is we will ask the user what value you want to update. What value you want to update. Let's give the input. What value you want to update. Okay. Now we will check whether this updated value is present in the list or not. So to check whether this updated value is present in the main list or not, we will again use the condition if updated value in tasks, if it is present in the main tasks, then we will again ask the user. Let us create another variable and let's ask the user what is the new task you want to add. So we will ask the new task. What is the, let us try to give the comments. What is the new task? Okay, perfect. Right. Now, after asking, we will check the index number of the updated value. So to interchange. So here we will use index method. So this is a very important statement. Once here, I will create a variable idx is equals to, I will use index method tasks dot index. I want the index number where this updated value is present. Updated value. So this statement will return me the index number. So this is an important statement. Please try to remember it. Index number. Okay. Now with this index number, what I want to do is I want to replace this index number with the new task. So to replace that, what I do is task idx. So what is the new task name? I want to replace it with UP. That's it. Now this is the interchanging statement. Interchanging statement. Fine. No, there is another case where the user might enter another, another value where which is not present in where this updated value might not be present in the list, right? So in that case, if the updated value is not in the list, so not in the tasks, right? So not in the tasks, then what we are going to do? So basically, then we are going to print a statement. The value is not present in the list. Okay, fine. Now there is another chance where the user might enter operation number 3 also, right? So let us try to view that. Operation is equals to 3. Okay. Now, let us create a variable del value. Okay, now let us ask the user only to enter which value you want to delete. Enter which value you want to delete. You want to delete. Okay. Now we will again check if this deleted value is present in the main list or not. So this checking is very, very important. Del value is present in main tasks or not. Okay, for example, if it is present, now we will use this again indexing method only. Tasks. So tasks dot index. So this index we will pass this del value. Again, I'm telling you this will return you the index number. So with this index number only, we will again delete the statement. So del, we will use the del method, tasks, so this idx, we will delete this idx. Now we will print a statement. Let us use the format string literal, your del value has been successfully deleted. Okay, fine. Right. Now, if the, for example, if that is not, if the del value is not present in the main list, then what is the case? For that, we will again use del value not in tasks. Using that not in tasks, then we will simply separate the statement which we have used above. So the value is not present. Right. Yeah. This one we will use, and then we are left with only two operations. That is elif if the operation is mm, if the operation is, for example, the operation he entered is 4. So what is a 4? 4 to view the task, right? So we will just print a statement. Your tasks are, we'll just give tasks. Okay. Let's use a format string literal so that we can access the variable. Okay. Now there is one more operation, that is elif if the operation is 5, then what we will do? If the operation is 5, we will just try to close the application, right? So let us print. Okay. Closing the application. Okay, fine. Okay. So closing the application. So we will give breaks in here. That is very important so that it will be coming out of the loop. Now there is a chance that he can use another, like if he entered 7, 8, or 9, we will also use that. So we will also use that also, right? So print invalid input. Okay. Now, this is the code. Hope you understood from the starting to ending. So we will ask the user to, perform the operation. And then if the operation is 1, we will add a task. And if the operation is 2, we will update the task. And if the operation is 3, we will delete it, simply delete a task. What is the most important thing here is these two statements, the index number and interchanging, and index number. Yes. And next, number 4 is to view all the tasks, and number 5 is to close the application. Now let us try to run the application. So but here we are missing something, that is to call the function. So if you are not able to call the function, the code will not work. Please remember that. Small t. Small t. Small t. Okay, fine. Now let us try to run the code. Okay, welcome to to-do list app. How many tasks you want to add? I want to add 3 tasks. So what are those? Meditate. I want to, read a book. I want to do gym. Okay. Now these are the tasks for my playlist. Now I want to add another task. So if I want to add another task, I will click one. So what is the task you want to update? So I want to, sleep. So your sleep has been successfully added to the list. So I want to check once, I want to say it. So it has been successfully added. Okay. Now I want to update. So I want to update. So what value you want to update? So I want to update sleep. So what is the new value that you want to update? So in place of sleep, I want to get game. Okay. Now let us try to view. Okay. In place of game, sorry, in place of sleep, I got game. So updation is successfully working. And I want to delete some, I want to delete, I will enter 3. I will enter game. Okay. Game has been successfully deleted. I want to view whether game deleted or not. Okay. See here, the game is successfully deleted. Now I want to end the application. That is press 5. Closing the application, done. So guys, hope you understood about how we have used the how we have coded. So definitely, if you have any doubts, please comment below. I will definitely try to answer. Thank you for your patience until watching the video till end. Thank you very much.